Hello everybody! I hope you are having a magical day today. We are here at Epcot, heading in, and really just don't really have a plan. We just decided, you know what, let's just go to Epcot. It's actually been a while since we've come to one of the parks just to kind of have a good day. Just kind of experience it. I don't know, like just kind of pal around, maybe. I don't know why I said pal around. I'll probably never say that again. But you know, look at different attractions. Maybe check out some of the new merch that they might have. Grab a bite to eat. I don't know. It's pretty warm out. Feels good though. So it's been a good week so far. I think we're just going to kind of have a good day at Epcot. So I don't know. Come along with us and hopefully you enjoy it too. I'm glad they finally finished that pavement. They were sort of resurfacing that parking lot over there on the left, which is usually where like the medical overflow parking and preferred parking is. Sometimes the medical overflow and preferred parking is here too, but that whole section over there was blocked off for a long time. Well, not a long time, like a week. But that's a long time in Disney World, in Disney terms. And so it was forcing us, everyone had to park really far back because there's just only so many spaces. So I'm glad that they kind of finally finished that, so we don't have to walk as far now. Still no trams though at Epcot. Haven't seen any signs of the trams coming back. I don't know if they will come back. I don't really feel like you need trams though at Epcot. I mean, what do you think about the trams?
I feel like this is the park that needs the trams the least, but I definitely think they should bring them back for people who can't walk that well.
I would agree. I think they definitely need to bring them back. I don't feel like they really need them. Because I feel like no matter where we park at Epcot, it's usually not that long of a walk. Magic Kingdom's the worst of all the 4 parks. And I feel like this is the best. I feel like this is the best part when it comes to walking. Well, a lot of people coming in right now. I think we'll head over here let's go to the pass holder entrance. Sometimes the pass holder entrance I feel like isn't really worth it, but like today it is. Yeah, we're in. Woohoo! I'm instantly in a better mood. There's there's a decent amount of people coming in right now, I feel like. It's getting to be about that time, I guess, when the park starts picking up again. Yeah, we almost didn't come today. We were kind of lazing around. It's kind of been a long day already. We already did like a lot of stuff today. And we were just kind of like, I don't know if we want to go over to Epcot now. We were just kind of lazing around the house. But decided, actually, I pushed on her to come today. Usually it's the other way around. She'll push on me. Sometimes I push on her. It actually works out really well because the times when I'm kind of like, I don't really feel like going, she'll be wanting to go. And when she's not feeling like going, I go. So we push each other to keep going. But yeah, we almost didn't come today. Just kind of was like a little bit of like a lethargic day. It's pretty warm out. And sometimes you just feel like you need a break, but I'm glad we came, because now that I'm here, I'm feeling all energized and I'm going to hop on some rides, do some attractions. I immediately start smiling. I was starting to get into like a mood at home where we were like laying on the couch, watching Netflix, and just kind of, it's like contagious, I feel like. I feel like laying around and doing nothing is like, it's like, I don't know, contagious isn't the right word, but it like keeps growing and escalating to where like you lay around a little, and then you start laying around a lot, and then that makes you lay around more, and then all of a sudden you haven't left the house for a week and you haven't changed your sweatpants. So sometimes you just got to force yourself to get out of bed and get off the couch and go do something. I never regret going out though. I don't think I can think of one time where I like got up and went out and was like, man, I wish I hadn't done that. So I don't know why it's so hard to push myself off the couch sometimes. Last time we were here, I was talking to a cast member, and they were telling me that this mural here is basically representative of all the different food cultures in the world. And they said that this mural was not painted or created here. It was actually painted in a completely different country, and then they had to ship the whole thing over to here and then like assemble it. And they were just kind of talking like it's amazing. Like, this is a huge mural. I don't know if it's like a piece of fabric. You can't really tell. That was like rolled up, or if it was like big sections of the wall. But it's kind of impressive that they were able to ship this entire mural from some completely other country, and it didn't get like destroyed or wrecked. We did actually manage to score a Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, so I definitely think we'll do that now. I just love this ride. I mean, I'm just curious, how many of you who are watching, like, what do you think of this ride? Like, have you ridden it yet? Are you looking forward to riding it if you haven't ridden it yet? Do you think it's like overrated or played out at this point? I'm still kind of waiting for it to come down off my top list, because
Definitely next year.
like the more I ride it, the more you ride a ride, the more you start to get desensitized to it, and you think, yeah, it's really good, but then you kind of, I don't know, I won't say you get bored with it, but it's just not as like magical as it was like the first time you rode it. And I just keep waiting for that to kind of happen to me. I just keep waiting for the luster of this ride to wear off on me. But it hasn't. It hasn't yet. And I don't know if it will. Honestly, like it's kind of like Flight of Passage. Like the first time that I rode Flight of Passage, I was just completely in awe. And, I thought, man, this is just amazing. I can't wait to ride it again. And I've ridden it so many times since then, and I've never gotten tired of it. I've never thought it wasn't amazing. The problem is it has such a long wait time that we don't ride it as often as we would like to ride it, because I don't want to wait, an hour and a half or 2 hours for it. And you don't have to wait that long. You can definitely get Lightning Pass. And you can also just time it right, like get there early in the morning and ride it, or get there late at night and ride it, and it's usually like a half an hour or less. But we end up just not riding it as much. We ride this a lot still, though, because of the fact that we always get the virtual queue. And when you get the virtual queue, you just don't have to wait in line that much. I don't know if I'm like wanting it to go back to normal standby line, or if I like the virtual line so much that I don't want it to go away. I mean, that does mean you can only really ride it once a day, unless you have the extra magic hours, being like a resort guest, and they have the 6 p.m. virtual queue, so you can do the 7 o'clock a.m. virtual queue or the 1 p.m. virtual queue, and then during the extra magic hours, do the 6 p.m. virtual queue, so you can technically ride it twice, and then if you get a Lightning Pass to boot, you can ride it a third time if you theoretically do it all and you're a resort guest. But for most people, you're only going to ride it once, maybe twice in a day, if you do Lightning Pass plus virtual. So I don't know, that standby line does make it nicer to where you can ride it multiple times in one day if you want to, but you also be waiting a while, so I can't decide what I want. I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you like the virtual queue? Do you think the virtual queue is better than the standby line? Do you hate the virtual queue? Do you like the Lightning Pass system? Or do you like the old Fast Pass system? I kind of lean more towards the old Fast Pass system, honestly, than the Lightning Pass, but it's just a preference thing. They both have pros and cons to them. I think I want to head into Club Cool and grab a quick swig while I'm here. I like that Club Cool no longer really has a line to wait for it. It used to be like this real long rope out here, and there would be like a pretty long wait to get in, but not anymore, so I can just pop in and get a drink. It's a good place. And I could definitely go for some delicious watermelon or banana drinkage. Super thirsty. They've been out of a couple flavors lately, though, and I see they're still out of a couple. But luckily, not the ones that I like, so no problem. I could drink this all day. I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to stand here and finish this off right here. Just a little watermelon drink in here. And then I'm going to get another refill. Might as well take a look and see what they have in the Coca-Cola store while we're in here. I'm usually on the lookout for merchandise that's like sort of like brand related, like a Coca-Cola merchandise or whatever, but that also has Disney or Epcot or some sort of Disney World with it. So like the standard Coca-Cola jerseys like this, I just don't usually pick those up that often. I tend to look for the ones that are like co-branded. And so far, honestly, I'm not seeing anything. Everything is just straight up Coca-Cola. Nothing co-branded as far as I can see. At the Coca-Cola store in Disney Springs, however, they definitely have co-branded stuff. Like they've got a Coca-Cola shirt with like Mickey ears on it. And that's the kind of stuff I tend to look for, but I don't really see anything. There we go. Got my refill. Time to go. It's a little busy coming through this door here. It's kind of hard to get it through. Got my delicious refill, and off we go. And then I would literally like milk this thing for like the next 10 minutes. Just do these little like sips right here like this. Let me get the pinky out. That's high quality H2O with watermelon and sugar. The only thing that can make this better is if they had a diet version of it, because I don't drink regular pop, soda, whatever you call it, wherever you're at in the country. But oh well, I'll suck it up. And I know, aspartame and all the bad stuff that's in diet pop, but I don't care. I like it. I like diet soda. You can, you can yell at me all you want. I keep looking at this construction wall here for the center area. I feel like it's never going to be done. There's all sorts of like construction permits and things being found that Disney's been filing recently that like points to this center area, like a lot of the stuff in the center area not even being open until like 2024 or 2025. Like I feel like it's never going to be open. And now really, it really does need that center area open because walking all the way around this to get from one side to the other is such a pain, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's sort of an inconvenience. Just in case you were wondering, still milking it. It hits the spot. What does everybody think of the decorations here in the Land Pavilion? Like, I'm just curious. What does anyone know what the balloons, like, is there any special significance to those? Wow, this escalator right here has literally been broken for I don't know how long. I mean, we always use the stairs anyway, but it's literally that one. I mean, that one only goes up, but it's been broken for a long time. So I'm not sure when they're planning on fixing it, but I think we're going to head into Soarin'. It's probably one of my top rides here. Maybe like number 2 or 3. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is definitely the best. But after that, I feel like this is probably like maybe the next best ride. I don't know. What do you think? Wow, it's always so nice and cool in here. A couple of years back, they put in these little like game things you can interact with, where you like get on your like the mobile play app, and you can like answer different questions and win points and stuff. Does anybody ever do it? I don't know. I feel like the line in here is rarely long enough to really like get fully into it, which I'm grateful for. Doesn't look like it's working right now though. It's been on that same screen since we walked in. But I mean, look at this. I'm just walking right on this ride. And I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know who waits for this ride. If you come to Epcot and I feel like if you wait in this line, I don't know what you're doing. because I feel like almost every day, it doesn't matter when, what time of the year, every day of the week, weekends, doesn't matter. There's always times of the day when the line is like this, where there's just nobody in line. So I just don't feel like you ever really need to wait in this line. If there is a line, you're gonna be waiting a while, because even when there's no line, like right now, just this, like going
left as well.
Like going down to this concourse like we are, like it'll still be like a decent, probably like a 10-minute wait, 5-minute wait, 10-minute wait. Well, usually like 15 or 20, but we're actually really going down here today to like the very bottom. So we'll probably only have to wait through like one show and then we'll be on. So, I mean, it's there's really just no reason to wait for this ride, I think. Okay, I'm officially excited now because I asked if we could actually sit in the middle section, because for me, my favorite part on Soarin' is the middle section of the ride and then the top row, because I feel like any of it, like left, middle, or right sides, if you're on the second or third row, like down, like the middle row or the lower row, I can always see people's feet dangling, and it kind of like ruins the experience a little bit for me. So I always like to be on the very top row, even though it's not like the perfect view of the screen. Like at least there isn't like people's feet dangling. And then I like to be in the middle section because then you're in the middle of the screen. And today it actually worked out to where it was filling up on that one side, and I just asked the lady, I asked the cast member, I said, do you mind, are we able to go to the middle section? She said, yeah, no problem. So that worked out, so I actually get to be in the middle. We don't usually get to do that, I don't usually ask, but today I was kind of like, let's give it a shot and see if it works out, and it did, so. Woo-hoo.
Hello, and welcome to Soarin'. My name is Patrick, and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. When the doors to your flight open, please take a seat and store all carry-on items in the under-seat compartment. This includes cameras, purses, hats, and, of course, these little beauties. Next, fasten your seatbelts, inserting them into the buckle on your right. As smaller aviators don't measure up to the height indicator on the seat, just put the belt through the loop in the center strap before buckling.
Again, my friend, for our smaller aviators, this is what we look for during our final safety check. Make sure that center strap is through the belt.
Soon you will be airborne. So if you or your little aviators have a fear of flying or heights, you might want to wait for your party at the arrival gate. Okay, let's review. That is seat belt, carrying item, safety strap, fear of heights, keep your hands and arms inside at all times. Yeah.
All the way down, row number 1.
Soarin' to tower. We are ready for takeoff.
I love that ride. I mean, I just feel like that's the best spot. We got like the perfect middle. I'm curious, where do you like to sit? Do you like to sit on the side, the middle, the bottom? Does going up to the top scare you? Or does it not matter? We just got off Living with the Land. Did you see the little Epcot Food and Wine signs?
Yep.
They were kind of like all over the greenhouse area. That's the first time I've seen those. I thought that was kind of cool. I actually thought it added a little bit to like the interestingness. Is that a word? Interestingness? Whatever. I thought it added like a little level of. Oh wait, hold on. I want to get a shot of that. Check this out. But before I do that, I thought it added like a level of interest to the greenhouse stuff, because it showed like this like tomatoes are used in this dish in the Food and Wine Festival or whatever. The rice was used in like a paella in Spain. I mean, I don't think they like get the rice like from the Living with the Lamb Pavilion. They're just trying to illustrate like what those foods are and like what types of things they're used in, which I thought was kind of cool. Although some of the stuff they actually do use in some of the festivals, I know that. I thought that was kind of neat. I just happened to notice while we were walking down from Living with the Land, you can kind of see some of the like construction stuff starting to rise over there, where like the Moana featurette and stuff is. Did I say featurette? Feature? I don't know. Is going to be. I just happened to notice that. I feel like it hasn't really been vertical like that. Sorry, I'm zoomed in, so like the stabilization's not working very well. But like, I feel like you haven't been able to see a lot of the stuff over the wall, but like you can kind of see it pretty good now. Like that looks like some like rock formations right there. Probably should actually go up on the monorail and do like a little circle and get a better view of it. But I don't think we have time to do that today, so we'll do that the next time we come. Because it looks like they're making some progress, even though I still feel like it's going to be like 2 years until it opens. Okay, I want to talk about this topic very seriously now. I've been hearing rumblings and seeing things on social media that the amazing steak, egg, and cheese bagel is back at McDonald's. I don't know if this is true, but I've been seeing that it's back. It hasn't quite gotten to Florida yet, but I've heard that it's back in Cincinnati, our hometown, and we just so happen to be heading back there soon to visit some family, and I feel like if it's back, I'm going to have to grab one. So stay tuned, because I might just do a quick episode when that baby comes back, because I could not be more excited. That is my favorite. I think it's my favorite thing that they have in McDonald's. I think it's my favorite thing. It like excites me greatly. And you're like, wow, this guy's getting really excited about steak, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's. But I don't know what to tell you. It hits. You're like, steak at McDonald's? I don't know what to tell you. It pops. What do you think of it?
I would like it without the sauce on it. I don't like the hollandaise sauce they put on it.
She gets it without the sauce. I get it with the sauce.
I've heard it's different now, though, and not as good, so we'll see.
Who's had it? Somebody had it? Oh, yeah, Austin had it. Oh, so it is. So it's definitely back.
Yeah.
It's just not back here. Yeah, you're right. He did say it was a little bit there. He said it wasn't as good. Well, that's a letdown. Well, that was a fun day. I feel like we got to do a lot, as usual. I feel like it wasn't very crowded.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people coming in when we came in, but it just didn't feel crowded. I don't know if they were all coming for like the food, like the festival, Food and Wine Festival. But none of the waits, like all the ride wait times were like 15 minutes or 5 minutes. Soarin' was 20, but it ended up being like 5. So I don't know. Hey, it was not very busy. Bye. See ya. So it was a fun day. No trip would be complete until we actually hit Joffrey's here on the exit. So it looks like she's getting a coffee or a tea. Interestingly, this Joffrey's, the one at the exit of Epcot, for whatever reason, the last like few months, or really since COVID came back, like it's been closed after you leave Epcot. Like after the park closes, this is closed. But we asked somebody that works here because it happened to be open like a half an hour after closing time of Epcot, and they told us it's supposed to be open an hour after Epcot every day. So I don't know what was up with that, but I'm glad that it's finally back to being open after the park closes, because a lot of times on our way out of Epcot, we want to grab like a quick drink, and it's been closed lately. So I'm glad it's finally allegedly back to normal operating hours, because it used to always be open after. All right, so that's the day. It was just kind of a quick fun trip in and out of Epcot. Just kind of I feel like it's just kind of like a typical vlog day, a typical vlog video, like a standard, hey, how's it going? Let's talk a little bit. Let's just be kind of casual. Try not to be like on so much, like we're trying to do like some sort of special episode. It was just kind of fun. It was a relaxing, cool little Epcot trip. And we got a lot of rides done, and a lot of we didn't eat anything though. We're getting ready to actually go eat. I forgot. that we were meeting some people to go to dinner, so we couldn't really eat in there. But overall, it was a fun day. Thanks for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. We'll be back again tomorrow with some new content. And until then, we will see you in the Noble Way.
It's the easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.